We're not told in Islam not to beautify ourselves. God loves things that are beautiful. We're kind of asked to look our best at all times, and dressing modestly is a very personal thing. You kind of have the right to interpret what modesty even means to you. I decided to wear hijab almost 2.5 years ago. It's something that I'd always wanted to do because I knew that it was sacred to one's faith. There's something really beautiful about hijab in terms of the kind of empowerment it can give a woman. It's way more personal than it may seem of just covering oneself. But it's not to say that it's supposed to cover one's beauty. My mother and actually both my sisters, they don't wear hijab. It's a personal choice for my mom and my sisters and for every Muslim woman.
Sobia was at a point in her life that she wanted to do something and start wearing a hijab, and we were all for it. And we told her that, you know, once you wear it, don't make a mockery of the hijab when you're wearing it for the right reasons. It has to have some purpose and some meaning.
I've always kind of been in hesitation only because I was kind of like, what kind of reactions will I get from people? Will I be confident enough to uphold it? Will I still be as stylish as, you know, I had been at the time? Of course, there are really tough days where, you know, you're having a really good hair day and you're just like, dang.
Sobia's fashion craze started in high school. To be completely honest, I didn't think she would ever wear the hijab because she started getting very much into fashion. And at that point in like hijabi fashion, fashion wasn't something that people really mixed with hijab.
Hijabi fashion, I would say, is kind of harmonizing and finding the balance between dressing modestly and fulfilling one's faith while simultaneously being stylish and on trend. The term of hijabi fashion came about because people did find it difficult to find modest streetwear within their regular local retail stores. And I kind of have my hands on a couple different things. I take on that role of a blogger where I'm on Instagram. I style my own closet, shoot outfit pictures, and kind of give my followers a taste of what my personal style is.
So we're actually going downtown to shoot some pictures, some outfit pictures for the blog. I'm gonna be shooting with my friend's little brother. He's literally only 14 and he has his own Instagram blog, so like when we collaborate, it's like, okay, shout the person out so that it's like a two-way street of like they're benefiting, I'm benefiting.
Sobi integrating fashion and her modesty, I definitely think people are appreciating it. Many people believe that hijab is very constricting and it's very limited in the way that you can dress, but she's really showcasing that that's not the truth and you can be fashionable and modest at the same time, and it's like a revolutionary thing that's happening right now.
Ready? My first big thing was Huffington Post. I did a live panel and they wrote an article about me. My mom was seriously more excited than I was.
She's put it into a positive twist and made it more enriching for not just for herself, but for many other girls who are still deciding to wear the hijab or not to wear the hijab.
I'm not doing it to like get an approval by X amount of likes or X amount of followers, but I also simultaneously it's really inspiring when girls reach out to me on direct messages and they're messaging me about personal questions or even like, hey, like I'm thinking about taking my hijab off, and I'll try to help them out. That's awesome and it makes me really happy because it's benefiting myself and it's also benefiting other people too. Many people may not think that the way someone dresses can build your faith and your relationship with God. I'm honestly really happy I did it because I've never felt so empowered and even confident. It serves as a reminder to me of like who I am all the time. It definitely can be tough sometimes when you're constantly having to be conscious of the way that you're perceived in public. Now more than ever is just where it's like becoming scarier and scarier. In recent times, after all of these attacks on Muslim women who wear hijab, and my mom was just like, so do you think you possibly want to take your hijab off? I literally looked her dead in the eye. I was like, absolutely not. I will never ever let other people, especially people who are Islamophobic, to kind of ruin something so important to me. But I'm sure thousands of girls out there similar to me are maybe going through this struggle. That's why I think social media is just so important for Muslim youth in America. We need that platform to kind of express who we are and be like, hey, we're not much different from the regular American youth. I know I can show other Muslim girls and Muslim women like how to be really fashionable but still uphold their, you know, modest principles. I know of people who are like, why are you putting yourself out there on social media for you to be seen? And I wouldn't consider my actions taboo, but that's a personal thing. If I stopped wearing hijab today, I would be a totally different person. It's definitely molded into my identity.